Hey guys, it's Christy. This is like my 7th take for real, okay. Yeah, I'm experiencing a first world problem right now, definitely. Anyway, I just want to first say, hey Sophie, it was really nice seeing you. We missed the rest of you, so tear. But we definitely need to have like a reunion, even if it is via the internet. Um, So kind of going off what you said about there not being any justice, I would have to agree just because I think it's pretty obvious that there's a lot of lawlessness and things just aren't fair. Like I think we all learned that when we were what, 5. Um but at the same time I kind of want to bring up a point. Does fair mean equal, or is fair not necessarily equal? One of the cases where women and men aren't treated equally, and it's generally more accepted, like, is serving in the armed forces. Like, should women be required to? Women are deemed as less physically able, but is that like discrimination against women? Should they be forced to also go into the army? And that just brings up a point that I was like, hey, maybe we should think about and everything. Um, I think also that being pessimist, that like there's no justice, and I don't think there's really a way to fix it. It's something where there's no really like black and white. We can't say, oh, this is completely unjust, and on the other hand say, oh, this is completely just, because people tend to have different things. Like there's that whole gray area, and people tend to, like, of course, lean on one side and the other, but there's not really like absolutes when it comes to this, which is honestly rather annoying for me. But still, I I really think it's hard to have justice because our version of what we find just isn't agreed. I mean, okay, this kind of contradicts what I believe, but as like a Christian, and please don't hate on me, but I really think that there is an absolute justice, but this world doesn't see it. And I really won't go into more detail in this video. I mean, if you guys would like me to, I can probably rant about it for a while, like I'm ranting now. But I just really think that justice is impossible to be achieved like in a short way. But it still kind of is our job to like make the most of it. It's not like we are completely passive and just sit back and we're just like, well, so what? Like I can't do anything, so I might as just sit back and enjoy the show. I really think that that's a very, very passive point of view, and it's also very irresponsible because like that's kind of our job. Part of our job in the world is to bring that like justice there. So that's kind of my rant on Sophie's part and Jacob. And I actually really liked her response, by the way, the I don't know. And then now going kind of on to like what Pooja said. Yeah, so I've been experiencing some first world problems. Like I don't even know if this is actually going to work this time. Every time I've tried to upload, like it's been like 7 times, like my computer just stops on me and it's getting really annoying. I think first world problems are really funny, although not right now because I'm a little annoyed at my computer. But I mean, you look at people who complain and they're like the richest of the rich, and you just kind of like, what are you doing with yourself? Um, I I think it's really amusing, and especially the Nigahiga video. I'll put that down below. Um, you know, I have to say that I am also guilty of complaining about things. I mean, like my phone died and I just charged it. Like, what is wrong with this world? And I mean, it's really silly and everything, but at the same time, I think we've never really experienced what it's like to be in hunger. Like, I don't know about any of you, but I can say that I've never understood what it meant to like not have food, because Whenever I'm hungry, all I need to do is just open the fridge or go to the pantry, and we always have food. So I mean, I personally, I know it in my head, but I don't completely understand what it means to be hungry. That's just like one example, and I think it's really hard for people in first world countries to completely understand that. And I think a lot of us have also been guilty of doing kind of just thinking that, oh, my life sucks, and we totally forget about what other people are going through. Which brings up kind of like my final point, I guess. I think that's where our job is. Like, really, as Guleners, we're supposed to be very global. We need to kind of understand what other people are going through, what they're facing, and that's really our jobs. Like, I challenge you guys, and I challenge myself also. Like, go out there and get to know people that you may not necessarily talk to all the time. Get to know other people's struggles. Get to know different cultures. Understand people, because I think once you have a bigger knowledge bank about all these different things, then you can create a world that's, like Sophie was saying, more just. And you can also understand that, hey, my life is pretty good. Like, I don't really have much to complain about. And I think that's just one aspect that we need to look at. Yeah, so if you watch this, thank you for listening to my rant, and I'm sorry about the terrible sound quality and my awkwardness. Alright, peace guys.